Joe Biden, who needed 270 electoral college votes to win the November 3rd elections, secured 306 votes to defeat the Republican candidate and incumbent American President Donald Trump, who garnered 232 votes. The United States of America will inaugurate its 46th president on January 20th, 2021, when the former vice president and Democrat Joe Biden takes an oath of office and becomes the occupant of the White House in Washington, D.C. Biden, who needed 270 electoral votes to win the November 3rd election, secured 306 votes. While Donald Trump garnered 232 votes, despite allegations of fraud raised by President Trump and his political allies against Biden's victory at the polls. It is almost sure that Americans will get a new leader next January. The bright side of the issue was that early this month, the Supreme Court of the United States has rejected a lawsuit filed by Texas in favor of Trump to overturn the election in 4 states: Georgia, Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin. Victory at the Supreme Court points in one direction, that Democrats will be in control of power at the executive arm, which gladdens most countries and institutions that have been sidelined by Trump's America First policies. With the famous saying, when America sneezes, the world catches a cold, it is indisputable that the supremacy of the United States in world affairs is still intact, as the just concluded presidential election elicited global interest and attention. Be that as it may, Nigeria and the entire African continent cannot stay away from America's decision without being affected, and this becomes the reason the influence of President-elect Biden would rub on Nigeria, just as the previous president had positive and negative impacts on the country, including the Trump administration. Observers believe that Nigeria has excellent chances of thriving under the Biden administration if the diplomatic policies associated with global oil supply, immigration, and security interventions are fairer than what was obtained during the Trump government. Economic boost through oil supply during the Trump administration, that's that will wrap up in a few weeks. Nigeria, as the largest producer of oil in Africa, has not fared well, though with the current hydraulic fracking revolution in the US, the global supply of oil has plummeted, which has adversely affected Nigeria. Experts have argued that diplomatic relations between the Trump-led US government and China is a factor to consider. Hydraulic fracking is an advanced, proper, replicated, and ecologically friendly drilling technique that makes it possible to extract natural gas from shale, which was once impossible with conventional drilling technologies. This has resulted in Nigeria experiencing a sharp decrease in its crude oil export to the US as domestic production rises in America following the fracking revolution. While that subsides US and China economic ties in the first phase deal of the trade pact signed by the two countries mandate the latter to purchase oil and gas from America. This agreement has also a negative impact on Nigeria's oil revenue, which has dropped as the US snubs Africa's giants. The energy trade section of the deal signed on January 15 binds China to increase its purchase of American energy products, crude oil, refined products, liquefied natural gas, and coal from levels seen in 2017, a high point for US exporters before the trade war started to hinder bilateral relationships. The countries agreed that shipments should increase from the 2017 level by no less than $18.5 billion this year and be at least $33.9 billion above the same baseline in 2021. The Trump administration reduced its imports of Nigeria crude oil to 9.37 million barrels in the first 5 months of this year, 11.67 million barrels lower than what it brought in the same period of 2019. Its procurement plunged by 63.03% in the first quarter of 2020 to 5.53 million barrels compared to the last quarters of 2019 when it bought 15.07 million barrels from Nigeria. In a nutshell, the US has pointedly reduced imports of Nigerian crude oil in the past 5 years. Though Biden during his campaigns reiterated he had no intention to suspend or halt the fracking revolution. One breakthrough for Nigeria was his promise to re-engage the trade allies to combat China. Nigeria, which has been in favor of the Northern American country in terms of selling crude oil, may yet be preferred in terms of immigration and travel restrictions. Under Trump administration, the US banned immigrants of some countries from entering God's own country, alleging they are Muslim and terrorism-laden nations, adding that they are dangerous to American citizens. The countries affected, just a few days he was sworn into office, were Chad, Iran, Libya, North Korea, Somalia, Syria, Venezuela, and Yemen. In January 2020, Nigeria topped the first list of more countries restricted, including Eritrea, Kazakhstan, Myanmar, Sudan, and Tanzania. Nigeria was added to a list of countries whose citizens are restricted from entering the United States. According to a White House statement, Nigeria is not observing the established identity management and information sharing criteria assessed by performance metrics. Nigeria does not adequately share public safety and terrorism related information which is necessary for the protection of the national security and public safety of the United States. Therefore, the entry into the United States of nationals of Nigeria, with some exceptions, is now suspended. These restrictions have been highly condemned, though the policy focuses on those seeking a permanent stay in the United States, as the affected nations see Trump as a racist. It has been a controversial issue from Adam as to whether Trump is a racist or not, but logically the answer is no far-fetched with proof. In 2011, Trump claimed Barack Obama, the first African-American president, was not born in the US, an allegation Obama proved wrong by releasing his birth certificate. Senator Bernie Sanders, who was in the presidential race before, said it is outrageous that Donald Trump continues to push a racist travel policy that dehumanizes immigrants and their families for his political purposes. With other outrageous attacks on all that appears black, Trump has racial looting for people of African descent, and Nigeria, playing the leading role in the continent's economy, is not spared. However, the Biden administration is expected to resign most, if not all, of these restrictions. He faulted the executive orders which implemented such bans, saying they are saying that they are not they are designed to target primarily black and brown immigrants. Hopefully, more Nigerian citizens will be able to travel to the US when Biden assumes office.